Hello. Let's chat, shall we? It's December 17th, 2024. It's approximately 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and I'm writing without a script tonight. Oh my god. Yeah. Here we go. Basically, tonight, we'll do something a little bit different. I'll show off some of my accoutrements I've gathered over the years, some of my treasures, and we're going to do a look in my comic collection. Yes, first off, I want to talk about a man named Joe Madureira. Joe Mad, some call him. He's not mad. He's very sane. Check out this comic book cover right here. When I found out he was writing Ultimate 3, or not writing, who wrote Jeff Loeb, and Kristen Lickner must be the inker or the colorist, perhaps. But Joe Madureira, let's see here. Kristen Lickner, Joe Madureira, and Jeff Loeb. When I found out he was writing, when I found out Joe Madureira was penciling this, I was like, God, I need to start reading the Ultimates. So the Ultimates was, or the Ultimate line of comics. I don't even know if it's still going. The last time I read, I think I stopped at Ultimatum. So, which pretty much, I think this series, yeah, March on Ultimatum. Yeah, once I guess I kind of blew my load on this. Check this out, dinosaur. Raw, scared you, didn't I? And then, it's Mjolnir. The powerful. And then things get serious. He's deadly fucking serious. Because Captain America's like, I'm not putting up with this bullshit anymore. This is a bunch of bullshit. I'm done with it. Anyways. So, yeah, I stopped reading after, I bought Ultimatum #1. I was just like, ending the Ultimate Universe? This is bullshit. I don't want to even read it anymore. Fuck this. So, that's kind of where I was on that. But Joe Madureira has a special place in my heart because he was writing. He's not a writer. He's an illustrator. He's a penciler. Well, he's actually. Then there's a whole Battle Chasers of it. They're in a drawer down there. We'll talk about those another time. But I'll talk about Battle Chasers a lot in the future. But he was the penciler when I really got into X-Men, and maybe a lot of people my age also might have the same thing in their experience, because he was the penciler when the X-Men '92 show was on Fox Kids, baby. Yeah. So if you were like me and you're sitting around Saturday morning and like, Power Rangers doesn't come out until next year, but what comes out this year? X-Men, Mom. X-Men is good, Steven. Watch it, please. I'm like, okay, Mom. What's this? Energy blast, huh? Take one from a pro. Anyways, I love playing solitaire. So I got some more to play with. Anyways, so I go to the local comic book shop during this time, and like all kinds of shit's happening. There's Fatal Attractions, there's the Executioner song, there's the Phalanx Covenant, and then there's the Age of Apocalypse. The Age of Apocalypse. I'm too human to what mutants are to mankind. So, and then there's of course Onslaught, which I'm a fan of Onslaught. I think I took a lot. I think that. What did you just say? I think? No. I mean, what do you get? Best of both worlds. Professor X, Xavier, and Magneto combined. Onslaught, baby. So I'm excited to read all these comic books, but because I haven't read them since the time they came out, basically. The Marvel Unlimited app is $9.99 a month, and you can read any book you want. If you're not lucky enough like me to just like bought comic book after comic book week after week and just like put them in a closet somewhere. Now I could go into that closet and bring them back out and like remember and read them in my hands, not on my phone. But there's no shame in reading on your phone, because if you want to go buy these books, I don't know if you even can anymore. But anyway, that's that. Let's take a look at this. Check this out. I have the very first issue of Ninja Turtles that was ever produced. Bam. Okay. Yeah, that one's worth a lot of money. So is this one. Oh, Toka. The Collected Turtles series. Don't miss Turtle. No, Volume 1: The Awesome Origin of the Turtles and Splinter. Oh my God. Well, that's the what is that? Tundra? What is this? I don't know. The official movie adaptation, Eastman and Laird's. Eastman and Laird's Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles this year of the U's. I'm interested to see this. How ironic, the very thing that was your unmaking will be now your undoing, Tokarazar, that the games begin. Wait! First we should observe the ancient ritual of the traditional pre-fight donut! Wait. Uh-oh. Kill them! This stuff's not working! Maybe we should have brought muffins. Oh god. I'll read that later. And then, of course, we got Eastman and Laird's Turtles, the movie #1. Let's reenact a scene from this. Wow, we're getting actually into April's monologue, which is not in the movie. I never seen Stern's more defensive. He knows more than he lets on, I think. Is everything in the city terminally late? Oh, we've been looking for you, Miss O'Neill. What? Am I behind on my Sony payments again? Oh. Shut it. Damn. It's serious, man. This shit's fucking serious as fuck. Serious as a phantom fighter. Get bigger kicks fighting phantoms. Shit. The official comic book adaptation of the Golden Harvest movie. Motion picture. I'm excited to read this. It came out in summer 1990. 1990? Wow. That's some sort of weird ass shit. Anyway, there's that. And this is like the last comic I actually read. The first few pages of it. Batman and Son, Part 1. Building a better Batmobile. Wow. Now this is inside. This isn't. I could take it out of the slipcover, but this is where I'm at in this. You know, Joker. What happened in this book was like it's written by Grant Morrison and artist Andy Kubert. Andy Kubert, in my opinion, and from my experience, he was sort of like, well, at the same time, Joe Madureira was writing, or no, god damn it! At the same time, Joe Madureira was penciling Uncanny X-Men. I believe Andy Kubert himself was penciling X-Men, adjectiveless X-Men. It's a legacy title in a lot of ways. And it's a two-parter, and I got part 2 right here to follow up. That's gonna be exciting to read. All right, and then we want some more Ninja Turtles. I got a lot of interesting books. And well, this might be the next one I read here because I think this is Angela, if I'm not mistaken. And Angela might be some sort of Gilgamesh type character in all kinds of comic books. We'll find out. With Angela, she's been in Spawn before, and I think she's in the Marvel card game Snap. So if I'm thinking of the same character, that's dynamic and exciting. So that should be cool. That's as far as the Turtles of it goes for now. Then we've got shit. And then I'm a big fan of the Dark Tower, obviously. Stephen King's magnum opus comes to Marvel. Series creators take you inside the making of Dark Tower, The Gunslinger Born, Robin Firth, Peter David, Jay Lee, Richard Isanoff, and the man himself, Stephen King. Marvel Spotlight back to teach you about the things you need to know about the upcoming Dark Tower comic books. And it all began with this book here, The Gunslinger Born, and then it just continues on and on and on and on, like a never-ending song. It goes on and on and on, like a never-ending song. Jesus Christ. Yeah, I don't think so. Oh, jeez. Was that the last issue? 7 of 7. Well, then what? And then we have the End-World Almanac, written by Robin Firth, Peter David, Jay Lee, or Jay. I don't know, it's a Chinese thing, I think. I'm not sure how to pronounce that. That's Jim Lee's sister, I do believe. Yeah. Jay Lee. Richard Isanoff, Anthony Flamini, David Yarden, and Val Staples. This will be an interesting one to read. It's a one-shot. Let's take a look at the cover, I guess. The Dark Tower. And then after that, let's see what we got here. Those are some interesting books, I suppose. Well, I'm really interested in where it goes from there. The Stand. What? No. That's the wrong book. Where's my Stand issue #1? No! Where did it go? Do I even own it anymore? It's missing. No! God damn it. I'm a failure. Well, let's just go to the end. What is my favorite cover here of this? Of issues 2, 3, and 4, and 5 of the Stand Captain strips, written by Aguirre Sacasa. Perkins was the penciler, and Martin was the colorist or the inker. I'm not sure how these things work anymore. I mean, the colorist certainly seems like a very important job nowadays. It's always been an important job, but it seems like so much more goes into it. I could be wrong because, like, the dot matrix of it all, I think they're like coloring comic books. Excuse me, in my juicy belches. It's been a process. I think this one is my favorite of these covers, if you can dig it. Yeah. We got New York here, and there's just devastation. Devastation! And that's that. And then, lastly, but definitely not least, is Exiles. Exiles, here's my issue of Exiles number 1. It's right there. That's where I am. This was the first book I read, like a week ago. So I'm really like admiring the artwork and everything, but I'm not really taking the time to sit down and read these things. You know, it's just like you know, the sacrifice. And oh geez, we have to talk about this guy every fucking issue. Wolverine. He's like, if I'm not in the right issue number 3, Bob, I'm gonna be able to raise in hell. Oh, you're in it, Wolverine. You're in it. God damn it. All right, guys. You know what? Fuck it all. I got time. I want to bring up my Battle Chasers books if I can find them. Let's take a moment here. I just want to give a shout out to Kyo Shimoku Genshiken, Society for the Study of Modern Visual Culture. Now this is a manga I took a chance on a long time ago, and I was definitely not disappointed about it. Where's my number 1 here? I've got 1, 2, and 3 here. There we go. What's this? Dark Tower Gunslinger Born Sketchbook. Okay. By Lee and Isenov. Let's take a look really quickly. Ooh. Control what you can control, motherfucker. Let everything else take a flying fuck at you. And if you must go down like I did, on my hands and knees. Anyways, here's Genshiken. Anime obsession. It's the spring of freshman year, and Kanji Sasahara is in a quandary. Should he fulfill his long-cherished dream of joining an otaku club? Sakikazu Kabe also faces a dilemma. Can she ever turn her boyfriend anime fanboy Makoto into a normal guy? Kanji triumphs where Saki fails when both Kanji and Makoto sign up for Genshiken, the Society for the Study of Modern Visual Culture. Undeterred, Saki chases Makoto through various activities of the club, from cosplay and comic conventions to video gaming and collecting anime figures, all the while discovering more than she ever wanted to know about the humorous world of the Japanese otaku. Includes special extras after the story. Rated OT for ages 16 plus. Interesting. Del Rey. Lana Del. Oh my god. Oh, that's episode 256. Well, it's a time for our this week's Kujibiki Unbalanced was awesome meeting. Wow, it's been going on that long. Just let it go. Huh? There's enough of that stuff on the net. I just want to talk about it. What's the big deal? Shinobu Sensei and Tokino finally got together. I figured that was going to happen after last week's episode. At least I hope it would. This story moves pretty fast for romantic comedy. I'm excited about this. That's definitely on my preferred reading list. Oh yeah, Battle Chasers. And the important thing about Joe Madureira in general is he was sort of like the first. I don't want to say the first. With the Long Road Home, and what else we got here? Treachery. There it is. Treacherous. Oh, there's my stand number 1. Captain Trips. Randall Flagg, the walking dude. I knew I found him somewhere. Oh, my books are all out of order now. I'm going to read them that way. Oh, shit. Okay, luckily they're protective sleeves, huh? I'm not even going to resell these things eventually to get my money back. We can get the real worth out of them. Alright, what's that? I don't know what that's for. Alright, we got the Bachman books. Bachman books. This is another rare book, I suppose. What are I reading here? Chapter 8. 369. The goose drank wine. The monkey took tobacco on the streetcar line. The line broke. The monkey got choked, and they all went to heaven in a little rowboat. Is this a children's rhyme? What? The Long Walk. Oh shit. Nice. Where's another one? Now you have the money, Ellen, and that's yours to keep. Unless, of course, you'd like to trade in for what's behind the curtain. Let's make a deal. I'll see. What's the quote in chapter 1? Dear Charlie, December 5th, 1976. People haven't forgotten. You know what I mean. You don't have to believe that. With love, your friend. Oh man. Starting out. All right. You bet your life. Say the secret word and win $100, George. Who are our first contestants? George? Are there, George? Got your marks. Rat-tat-tat. Anyways, everything's eventual. Actually, this is where I should begin my Dark Tower journey. You know, my journey back to the Dark Tower, so to speak. Do I have the horn? Do I have the horn that I lost on Jericho Hill with me this time? I'm not sure. This is for Shane Leonard. Who cares? Shane Leonard does. Damn it. All right, the Little Sister of Valyria, 167. Let's read a little bit. Let's read some of this. Get into this shit. The Little Sisters of Valyria. If there's this is an introduction by the author, huh? Okay, Stephen King. The Little Sisters of Valyria. If there's a magnum opus in my life, it's probably the yet unfinished 7-volume series about rolling this chain of Gilead and the search for the Dark Tower, which serves as the hub of existence. In 1996 or 97, Ralph Vicinanza, my sometimes agent and foreign rights man of business, asked me if I'd like to contribute a story about Roland's younger years for a whopper fantasy anthology Robert Silverberg was putting together. I tentatively agreed. Nothing came, though, and nothing came. I was just about to give up when I woke up one morning thinking about the talisman and the great pavilion where Jack Sawyer first glimpses the Queen of the Territories. In the shower, where I invariably do my best imagining, I think it's a womb thing, I started to visualize that tent in ruins, but still filled with whispering women, ghosts, maybe vampires, little sisters, nurses of death instead of life. Composing a story from that central image was amazingly difficult. I had lots of space to move around in. Silverberg wanted short novels, not short stories, but it was still hard. These days, everything about Roland and his friends wants to be not just long, but sort of epic. One thing this story has going for it is that you don't need to have read the Dark Tower novels to enjoy it. And by the way, for your Tower junkies, DT5 is now finished, all 900 pages of it. It's called Wolves of the Kala. Author's note, the Dark Tower books begin with the Roland of Gilead, the last gunslinger in an exhausted world that has moved on. Pursuing a magician in a black robe, Roland has been chasing Walter for a very long time. In the first book of the cycle, he finally catches up. This story, however, takes place while Roland is still casting about for Walter's trail. SK. 1. Full Earth, the empty town, the bells, the dead boy, the overturned wagon, the green folk. We'll just read the first chapter, or the first paragraph here, and then we'll stop. On a day in full Earth, so hot that it seemed to suck the breath from his chest before his body could use it, Roland of Gilead came to the gates of a village in the Desatoya Mountains. He was traveling alone by then, and would soon be traveling afoot as well. This whole last week he had been hoping for a horse doctor, but guessed such a fellow would do him no good now, even if this town had one. His mount, a 2-year-old Rowan, pretty well done for him. Shit. Yep. Let's see what this is. I guess we can use this as a bookmark. You know, you can use a bookmark. You can find anything. Anything can be used as a bookmark if it's small enough to fit between the pages, so to speak. Let's see here. We got a lot of great books to go over here. This is basically all the comic books I've rescued from my room so far. Oh shit. All right. Here's Expect the Unexpected. Peter David and Ron Suk. X Factor #1, variant edition. I'm taking such good care of it. You know, 2020 corporations control everything with one exception. Perfect Dark Zero. Oh my god. Vision of Beauty. All right, let's just read multiple. I guess X Factor started off with the original 5 X-Men, right? Scott, Jean, Hank, Bobby, and Warren. Yes. And then after a while, in X-Men #1, you know, after about 90 or so issues, they're like, we're just doing the same thing over and over again. Let's just quit. And then along comes not Cockrum, Len Wein. Yes. No, not Claremont. Len Wein is the author of Giant Size X-Men #1. I think this is a misconception. This was in my mind. Claremont and Cockrum didn't get started until X-Men 94, I think. 93, 94, 95, somewhere in that area. Len Wein says, okay, I've sort of set you up on a roadmap. Chris Claremont, this is Cockrum here. You two are gonna make history. And it's so hard to figure out where to start and reading comics, but you just sort of gotta like jump in and just see where the road takes you, you know. And let's see what Peter David and Ryan Suk, the penciler for this So look at that. That's Jamie Madrox, the Multiple Man. He's an X-Men: The Last Stand, and he's sort of like he's sort of the Seth MacFarlane type guy who sort of like just multiplies, and then he doesn't really play much part in that. But I guess if you want to find out what his adventures are like, maybe here's a little bit of a teaser for you. I'll move away from the mic so I can burp. Okay. X Factor. It means something that's unpredictable. The fly in the ointment, the spanner in the works, the baseball fan getting in the way of a play that changes the whole series. It's the thing you beat yourself up over not having anticipated, even though no one possibly could have. When something happens that you didn't see coming, and you don't know how to handle it, you call us, and we'll laugh at you and hang up. I'm kidding. Except, not always. By the way, that's not me up there on the ledge prepping for that big dive. That's Richter. Damn. Yeah, Richter. Shit. It's going to be an earthquake tonight or some shit. I'm not sure. I have to read some more about that later. Let's talk about Madureira and Sharif. Another Universe.com exclusive. Battle Chasers, the prelude. The adventure begins here. She looks so evil, this little girl. Gully is her name. Because her father just died. Oh no. Well, we'll take a look at that in momentarily. I'm going to show off my most valuable comic ever created. This was $50, marked $50. I think I got it for like $12 because my comic store was going out of business. So I got a lot of my collection, baby. Tourist comics. But except they made a comeback. They didn't close the store because this guy Jason took over the place. And he's like, you know what? I know you own it, and your husband died, and this was his passion, but it's my passion too. If I have to ride my fucking bike here every fucking day, I'll keep the store open for you, ma'am. And that's what he did. Except it's not open anymore, as far as I know, unless they moved across town or some shit. I don't know what happened to Tourist Comics, but you're going not forgotten. Thank you so much for selling me a $50 book for like $10 or $12. It was like 20%, and this is holographic cover, Battle Chasers #1, and these kind of covers were a big deal back in the day, and this is. It's beautiful. It really is. And you know what? I always thought, well, I guess I didn't always think. At first I thought they were awesome. And then I sort of had a change of heart. I was like, well, there's a gimmick, it's just more important what's inside the book. But what's inside this book is very important, to me anyway. And if the cover matches what's inside, then it's just beautiful, Check out this. Seductress. Wow. Mm-hmm. And then I don't know where my number 2, I never own number 2, unfortunately. But check this shit out. Red Monica. Oh, Ruby, Soho. Whoa! Smoking gun. And this cover is by Mad? Not sure about that. But here's Garrison. He's like, God damn it. I really want to. Oh, Jesus Christ. I don't want to. I just got to sit here and play with my sword here. And then, issue number 5, where things get a little bit crazy. This guy here, I don't know what his deal is. McQueenie might be able to tell you. Oh, shit. Oh, look at those eyes. Those are definitely not Mako eyes, I'll tell you that much. Now let me take a little break here to talk about a local boy, Mike Dion. He wrote this book, Save the Princess, and he published it. I'm not sure if he still published this thing or not, but you can buy this thing. The ISBN number is 97983613322748. All right? And let me just say, I never read this yet, which is a shame. I'm going to read this eventually. I don't know if soon or not, but it's definitely on my preferred reading list. Let me tell you why. Young Hunter is largely ignored both at school and at home. But when the princess disappears, he takes it upon himself to find that and rescue her. A boy his age can hardly be expected to care for himself, even in the best of times. How can he hope to contend with monsters, magic, and even his kingdom's oldest enemy? Goblins. Can't believe it, it's goblins again. And this is a story near and dear to my heart. Anyways. I think that's about all we have time for today. Well, let's just take a little brief moment to shout out, there we go. Comics. Not just comic books, but comic strips, The Sunday Paper, man. Leo. Happiness is a squishy cephalopod, a Mark Tatuli comic. And this is excellent right here. Mark Tatuli is an internationally syndicated cartoonist who also creates the comic strip Heart of the City for Universal Press Syndicate. Mark lives in a Spielbergian development in New Jersey with his wife Donna, 3 children, and several nefarious cats, all of whom supply endless ideas for Leo. So basically, I was like, are they ever going to make new comic strips in the Sunday Paper? And, I was just sitting around my job one day, and I was just like, I'm going to read the paper. So I went and bought one, got the funnies, and I'm like, God damn, this shit is funny as hell. Uh-huh. And it's just a quirky ass. You really gotta read. You gotta really get to know Leo, and to his mom and dad, who, despite what some newspaper readers might think, raised me right. Love, Mark Tatuli. All right, man. Leo, happiness is definitely a squishy cephalopod, and let's just sort of shout out as Garfield. You've made him the favorite cat of all time. Garfield tips the scales. His 8th book by Jim Davis. And there's a lot of Garfield's really near and dear to my heart. Not just because of, I guess, in actuality, I guess my experience with the comic strip is probably my least. Oh shit! Garfield tips the scales and it's fucking. Oh man, it's falling apart. Even the Mona Lisa's falling apart these days. You know what I'm saying? Well, it is what it is. I got a huge supply of Garfield books or comic strips to read, but it's just like, this is the night you all been waiting for. Life could be so sweet if every night was a night to go trick or treat. Trick or treat, oh, wouldn't it be sweet? Trick or treat. Trick or treat, wouldn't it be nice? What should I be? There's so many sides to me. I could be an accountant or a lawyer, or always wear a frown. That would be different. I'd rather be a clown. Oh, life would be so sweet if every night was one like a meet and greet. Sure, why not? What's this? What? All right. I think the time has come to just sort of just. We're gonna wind down this thing soon. It's sort of gone on way longer than I expected. All right. Battle Chasers Prelude. Let's just take a look. We'll read a couple pages of this. Oh, the battle begins April 15th. Tax day. I didn't know. It's still taking me to school. Creator and penciler. Munir Sharif and Joe Madureira story. Vince Russell and with Tom McWeeny inks on page 8. Liquid colors. Alright, liquid exclamation point. Richard Starkings and Comicraft did the lettering. Comicraft's John Marasigan design. Scott Dumbier, editor-in-chief, and Jim Lee, the publisher. Interesting. Alright. So, we'll just read this first page. Anything can happen, you know what I'm saying? Let's just take a look at the artwork real quick. Sort of Gully, she's sort of like, her name is Gully, yes. She's sort of home reading the strategies of war. What is up with that? Let's find out. This quaint cottage, nestled in the woodland hills of Thorns Glen, is home to the great Aramis, decorated military hero and protector of the unified territories. Aramis, however, has gone missing along with a handful of his finest men. After months of fruitless searching, the realization has begun to set in. Aramis, the human world's most champion hero, is gone. This notion, however, is not shared by everyone. Least of all, Gully, Aramis' young daughter and only child. She takes comfort in her father's private study. Amidst his belongings, his cloak provides a warm embrace. His words provide a voice, and perhaps even an answer. A fool is one who believes retreat to be the course of rogues and cowards. There will come a time when the enemy's power is so great that retreat will be your only option. You must do this to draw the enemy away from that which you have sworn to protect. Aramis' own words in his book titled The Strategy of War. Is that what you would have done? Is that what you've had to do, Father? Is that why you've been away for so long? Was there something big and horrible that threatened Nanny and me? Well, downstairs. Strange. This weather very unusual for this time of year. Perhaps they'll not... Silence, woman! They could be watching. It won't be long now. And then there's a knock at the door. You have to buy the book to yourself if you want to find out what happens after that. Maybe we'll be lucky and there's some cliffhanger app that we'll read this shit on. And I think I've gone on long enough. 30 minutes is a long enough video, in my opinion. Where's my mouse at? I don't know. I'm going to just use this one. And thanks a lot for watching. And hopefully you enjoy that. And if you did, leave a like and a comment. Tell me what you want to see. I'm into video games and like accoutrements and if you like what you see, just like it. That's all I want. I just want everybody to like me, like Ethan, like Lizzie loves Ethan Kraft. Bye.